we'll just talk. That's what you do in streams. You talk, and just let me know if things are going well. I'm gonna pull up Roll20 and move some stuff too. To be like, ooh, it works. Wait, what? What am I looking at? Oh, why is that there? Okay, there's that. Okay. Interact. Move a thing, moving things. Let me know if there's like a lot of lag or anything.
Gotta wait for Twitch to say you've actually gone live.
Really, have not said that yet? Oh no. It's streaming, right? Yeah, it's streaming. Watch it not be working. After all this fucking time.
So, it did record for 30 seconds.
It recorded for 30 seconds?
Yeah. It recorded the part about you worrying about whether or not it's actually going to work, and that was it.
Okay, so YouTube's
there
working.
we go. Now
okay.
it's live.
Oh, it's right. Okay, yes! Finally! So,
Whee!
hello folks. If you guys haven't watched my new video, maybe you
audio
should...
quality is a bit messed up.
Oh, how so?
Like it just sounds like you're at the back. It just sounds like we're all at the back of a room.
Really? Here, give
Yeah.
me 1 second here.
We're not in prison together, I promise. Coming to you live from jail.
By the way, take that. I was hoping the host noise would get you.
Somebody's taking
Sorry, I'm actually checking stuff right now.
I was hoping the host noise would surprise you.
Somebody's
Who's your Overwatch World Cup MVP?
So are you watching anime?
You live it, and now you decide. Vote now on Twitter using the hashtag.
Or am I just hearing things now?
Plus the player's battle tag.
Hey.
Vote now on Twitter using the hashtag.
Or am I just hearing things now?
Plus the player's battle tag.
Can you hear an advertisement in the background?
Yeah, that was I was trying to watch it on Twitch, so we're gonna stop the stream and start again, so we don't have a bunch of random bullshit at the beginning. It sounds fine. It might be maybe your quality, your internet or something. I don't know, but we'll stop it. All right. So I think we're live now. So folks, happy 2 days after Halloween, and if you haven't watched my new video, watch it. It's about video games that scared me when I was a kid. I was a big wuss. Anyway, welcome back to D&D, A Tale of 3.5 Fools. We're down a person.
Yep.
They just weren't ready. I guess they forgot. You know, they've been working hard for a month, and they forgot that what time it was and stuff. So we'll be without our healer for a change. Let me see here. All right, and so the last time, which we also were down a person, but I made up for that with the dream sequence that I was very proud of. Basically, the team was attacked. They managed to fend them off. Like, heroically so, to be honest. There were so many things coming after them. And then they had a dream about a creature named Dendar the Night Serpent, which happens to be John's pact keeper. And Dendar gave them certain powers to help them fend off the knight Sir Adamar and to free this town. At the behest of John's son that no one knew he had being protected. So,
Wouldn't that be in exchange?
what Was that now?
You said at behest. Behest would be that the son asked that you.
Oh. Yeah, okay, I got it mixed
Yeah.
up. Yes, in exchange for his safety, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull that up, and I think actually, if you guys are still probably back at the... Yes, you are. Okay. Where? Okay. So... I'm going to say, like, you guys... Let's see, you were in a trance, and everyone else was kind of asleep. I will say that as you guys were kind of thrown off by the dream last time, all three of you kind of hear like a noise in the room. Your eyes closed. Varus actually feels a presence very close to him, breathing pretty close to his face, actually. And kind of like a female-ish giggle is heard very near his face. What do you do? Also, I need to bring up something else for myself.
One second. Let's see. Good question. What can I do that won't seem douchey? I was just gonna open my eyes.
Okay. 1 second here. Which one was that character? That one, okay. So, in the room, as you open your eyes, reveals a female hobgoblin staring you directly in your face.
Oh, you are hideous.
She kind of like grins with her teeth like shown, but doesn't seem intent on hurting you yet. And as your eyes focus, you actually realize that this was actually the same person who was riding the direwolf in the previous fight.
Oh boy.
And you actually see the wolf just outside the room. It's just outside the room. You're not in any particular danger.
I mean, that's still concerning.
Oh, it's a cute little puppy.
But she kind of like pokes Varus in his forehead. And it's like, you're very silly.
Not what I thought you were going to say, but cool. Glad you went with silly. That would have been awkward.
So, any particular actions?
Um,
I will say that everyone is... Well, no, not everyone's opened their eyes yet, I guess, technically. But everyone's aware of the noises and the general kind of air of the situation.
I'm going to use a persuasion and just ask. Hi. Since I can't ask anything.
You accidentally insulted her.
My name's Boris!
Your Mario Party rolls are catching up to me.
I'm already going. We just started.
Alright,
Let's try that again.
she kind of just laughs at you.
There we go. What are you doing here? How can I help you?
That's more like Varus.
She kind of looks at you and is like, kind of hums to herself and looks him in the eyes again, very curiously. Like, she understands what he's saying. She's just taking her dear sweet time. And eventually she's like, I wonder why they care about you so much. I'm here because I'm curious. What are you doing here?
Looking for some guy.
Some guy. Well, I mean, there's lots of guys in the world. I've killed a lot of them, you know.
Dang it, wait, okay, so real talk.
Uh-huh.
Adamar's the guy we're looking for, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure, because we met so many new people. It's
Yeah.
hard to keep track of who we're actually
Yeah,
looking
In
for.
fact, I will point out,
myself.
I don't know who typed that in there, but Adamar's a tool bag in the chat.
That was me. Or wait,
No, that was me.
Doris. I was the one that did the votes earlier, but yeah, the tool bag one was Doris. I think we did that last session.
I completely
Last
missed
session
that.
While we were talking to Dendar.
Yeah, that was me. We're looking for Adamar. If you happen to have any information that might be useful, that would be most welcome. But if not, I guess thanks anyway.
She puts a finger to his forehead and kind of nudges him his head back a bit and goes, "You mean sir?"
You were very touchy.
Sir Adamar is what she tells you.
That's what I said, Sir Adamar.
You just said Adamar.
Did I?
That's cool though. This is part. This just adds to the character.
Show him Sir Tool Bag.
Yes, Sir Toolbag. But he's like, yeah, I know where he is.
Mm. He's about yay tall, bag of douche, wears armor.
She's like, you just kind of point it to your head, but you're sitting down.
Yeah, don't worry, he's a dwarf.
I don't know, I've never seen the guy. I just assume he wore armor. And he's got to be at least that tall, right?
It's like, well, I mean, some people are that tall, yes. And she's like, but I don't understand. Why why are you after him? And she asks. She leans forward. She's like, he really doesn't like you guys, and I've never seen him this annoyed before. It's like, he doesn't normally just destroy an entire town. Let me put it that
I'm
way.
sure we've thrown at least 3 wrenches into his plans.
Well, what was the first question again? Sorry. I was...
Bars is half asleep.
Generally, these questions, you guys probably don't fully understand why he doesn't want you there. But she's interested because he seems more frustrated than normal.
Oh, she asked, why are we looking for him?
Yes.
Okay. Because he's a murdering tool bag.
And she kind of looks at him and goes, I don't think he's a bag. Like, kind of looks around a little bit, and thought. Not fully she seems that she's...
Wow, your elevator really does not go all the way to the top, does it?
Yeah, she comes off as though she's fairly intelligent to a degree.
Your quiver's not entirely empty, is it?
Yeah, she comes off as clearly...
Or not entirely full. Sorry.
Stop.
She comes off clearly intelligent to a degree, but things confuse her a little easily sometimes. And she kind of looks at you. She's still kind of muttering to herself. She's like, "Tool bag? I don't get it. Like, what? I mean, you can put tools in the armor, I guess. I don't. How would that help?"
Wow, the lights are on and you're in, but nobody's there to operate the desk, are they?
One of her eyes kind of opens wider than the other one, looking straight at Varus, and her claws kind of extend from her fingers. She's like, "Don't get smart with me." The tension in the room becomes extremely tense all of a sudden.
Well, you've got the dumb half covered.
She whistles,
Insulting the person.
and the direwolf actually pushes the door in and slowly walks in. And she's like,
"Hey, puppy, want a tango?"
She's like,
"Can I talk to you? You seem more smarter."
Jesus Christ, you're gonna get us all killed.
Is that true in the goal here, Zach? I don't understand.
I feel like it is. But I love it, so please continue.
And so she's like, well, I am just here because I'm just interested in why you like I don't think you're like, are you really even friends at this point? I don't even know. Acquaintances.
Dude.
Like,
We're acquaintances with a mutual goal.
Distrust.
Like, why are just three idiots who hate each other ruffling his feathers so much?
I feel like you probably don't. No, never mind. You know what? I'm going to keep my comments to myself and just, sure, whatever you have to say.
Like, well, I mean, you act so smart. She's like, her eye is like just trained like on Varus. Like one eye is like squinted, the other one is extremely wide open, and it's like bullseyed on Varus.
Every time you narrow it down to like one eye, I feel like you're going to say like one eye is just kind of like rolling around.
It's going crazy. And like basically it's not even twitching. It's just like a solid, like a laser beam focus on Varus. He's like, but I mean, I came in here. I could have killed you all in your sleep, but I didn't. Just because you interest me.
Good for you.
Now she kind of like leans in close to Varus and's like, so, She kind of like puts her finger to his nose.
Don't touch me.
So you plan on killing Sir Adamar?
Yeah, more than likely.
How are you going to do that? I mean, have you seen what he's done to this town?
Well, I mean,
face call it a day.
we actually haven't seen anything that he's done. We've seen what everybody else has done under his command. That is not an action of a man. That is an action of somebody who commands others.
She kind of grins.
Or an idiot. Or a coward.
She kind of grins and's like, well, I mean, what is the terminology I'm trying to come up with here? It's like, a man who commands armies with the respect or the fear of all the people he commands. That's his true power.
But a man who's not willing to get his hands dirty isn't actually that kind of scary.
She kind of like laughs. She's like, "Oh, you have no idea. Like, he can't be everywhere at one time."
Neither can Santa Claus, but yet he gets the job done, right?
She like points to him like, yeah, but he's still not in the same place at all at the same time, now is he?
Yeah, well, I mean, how else does he deliver all the toys to all the boys?
I don't have time to discuss quantum mechanics with you, sir.
Oh, wow, I'm surprised you actually knew that word.
Anyway.
Did that hurt?
She kind of like, the dog actually, the direwolf actually, like, walks forward and, like, licks Varus on the face. And she, like, pets him on the head. She's like, yes. Calm down, he's not dinner yet. And it kind of slumps, like, oh. And she kind of shoos it back out of the room. Well, I can tell you this. There are still people in this town. People who aren't under his control. Or dead. They are hiding away in this city. A small resistance, as it were. And he's looking to kill them. It's actually
what else is new?
She's actually partially, that's why I'm here. I'm actually looking for him now. But, you guys, in that fight you had, well, we had, I suppose. She had like a small grin. She said we, as if it was like, kind of like a couple thing. Like we had a fight.
Oh, you mean that fight where you nearly got your ass kicked and then you had to run away like the yellow little bastard that you are?
She kind of like chuckles. She's like, my wolf almost murdered you, sir.
Almost.
Yeah, you ran back to your paladin there.
Hey,
By the way,
a platypus is almost a duck, but that doesn't make it so.
she kind of like looks around. She goes, "By the way, where is your paladin?"
Well, that was kind of, yeah. You know what? I don't know where they are. They're in a bubble. You see that bubble up there? That's where we put people when they're not here.
And she's like,
Did you ever play Smash Bros?
She kind of like turns to like reprisal and is like, a bard, a rogue, and I don't know, a street magician. She points at John, kind of like, eh.
David Blaine.
Himself a con man.
It's like, I don't understand. Well, since you guys seem to be entertaining to a degree, I think I'll let you guys go. I mean, I'll be honest. I am kind of outnumbered here. But you know, what's the point of life?
And you did almost die before.
Well, yes, but those who live to fight another day.
Live to fight another day.
Well, yes. I think that's what I said. Yes. And she kind of.
It's just the way you said it. You said, "Well, those who live to fight another day, obviously live to fight another day."
Well, that's just the end of the phrase.
I'm being a smartass.
Yeah.
Let me have this.
Let me put it this way: I can't tell who's talking right now.
It's Vars.
Okay.
I've been mostly silent.
It's been kind of hard to tell when Zach's talking and when Boris is talking.
When Zach talks, Zach will say real talk.
Okay. All right. Can we kind of like cut back on the pop culture references then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Max, I don't think you can. I think it's physically impossible.
And so, she's like, "But I am kind of outnumbered right now. I mean, I came over here. I mean, life's not fun without risk anyway." She's like the hobgoblin female hobgoblin version of Jeff Goldblum.
Oh god.
Anyway.
Oh no.
Just mutters like little sayings and stuff all the time while saying Anyway. She's like, but I think I'll let you guys go do what you want to do. I mean, next time we meet, we're probably still going to be enemies, let's be honest. I mean, I like fighting strange individuals as yourself, she says with a smile. She walks up to her reprisal.
I.
And when she stops, her nose is like just an inch from your nose. She's very much an invasion of personal space kind of character.
I feel like you could poke my eye out with that thing.
She's like, well, I mean, if you want me to.
I'd prefer you didn't.
No, okay. Well, I mean, why don't make suggestions you don't want them. she's very much just. She's very much off the cuff with her dialogue.
It just seems like you could use that as an advantage in combat.
She's like, well, you know.
So,
I mean,
just an idea.
Well, maybe I will. Thank you for the idea.
You're welcome.
I just want to put out how odd that exchange was just now.
Reprise was too sleepy.
just like, you could probably hurt someone with that. Yeah, I probably could. You want me to do it to you? No. Then why would you do that? Because it's probably a good idea in a fight. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But anyway, she kind of walks to the door now. She goes, well, you guys seem like you were kind of sleepy anyway. I'll see you guys later. And she kind of like waves, and the dog follows with her. Well,
Reprise just half-heartedly waves back and falls back on the bed.
John kind of like looks up. He's like, what the fuck was that just now?
I have absolutely no idea.
So there are people here. I mean, he points to the little girl over on the bed. I mean, clearly, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Other
people.
And more people than we probably thought there were.
Ones that aren't dead yet.
Or, I guess, mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or,
I mean, hey, we've got two of them in the other room.
Oh, that's right!
Because remember, they used to be part of the Flaming Fist.
Let's see here. Let me bring up interact. I know what I'm interacting with. Let me bring down the map here. I have covering the stream. There we go. And then I'll move you guys to the map that we were at.
No, there wasn't the one I've just been sitting on.
Which I think is this one?
It's Burdusk East.
East? And that was south. Damn it!
Yeah. East is the one that we've got all the rooms in. It's just east and then scroll all the way down.
Okay, there we go. So, John kind of, like, gets up now. He's like, well, I thought this was a safe place to sleep.
Yeah. I was under the impression of that as well, but I feel like Hildebrand and Siegfried got to do what they do best, and that's guard people.
John kind of like looks around and he's like, you know what, now second thought, I don't know why we thought this was a good place to sleep. There's dead bodies everywhere.
It smells.
I think we were just too tired to go somewhere else.
I was half dead.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun time. So like,
I feel like Varus fell back asleep.
and John kind of like walked up to Varus, like, so... That, like, are you two, like, a thing now, or...?
Yeah, you never told us you had a hobgoblin for a girlfriend.
That
Gotta say, you could have done better.
Zach?
Hello? Does the internet die?
Hello? Maybe he went to the bathroom, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, God. There you are, okay.
Good timing.
You're like, are you there?
No, I felt.
I'll tell you to send him a text.
I closed my eyes for a second.
Did you really fall
But
asleep?
He did actually fall asleep.
Yeah.
We were just joking that was what happened.
I was joking that your character fell back asleep because you hadn't said anything in 5 minutes. I didn't realize you had actually went back to sleep.
Okay. This is the stream, folks.
Yeah. This is about usually what happens.
And so, so John's comment was basically just like, so, Vars, are you two a thing now, or?
No, she was just here shooting shit. Kind of like she was like a door-to-door like salesperson, but she's trying to get us to join the Holy Order of Adamar or die.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what she was doing. It's pretty much just wrong.
I don't know. She was just here. She touched me a lot. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that was the part
on
of
my
weird.
face.
Yeah, like
On my face.
She really liked your face a lot.
She could have at least left a pamphlet if she was selling us something.
Yeah, like the palette. Oh crap! She's right. The paladin's not here.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she seems to have swapped dimensions for the moment.
He.
Yeah.
Says the person who constantly got it mixed up.
Yeah, you're the one that got it mixed up.
Yeah, it's your fault that we.
Yeah, I know.
And I tried to keep correcting you. Dr. Cass, it's a guy. It's a guy.
Yeah, like I'll probably just.
What is she going to do? What is she going to do? I'm like, it's a guy.
I did that as well, but it's just been so long that I've forgotten that I did that.
And so, anyway, so John's like, so. God,
I just want to point out it was how hard it was to keep from wanting to use chill touch.
Hey, that entire situation was completely up to what you guys wanted to do. I was surprised you guys just decided to talk to her.
Well,
I couldn't really think of anything else.
All of our conversations usually end up in combat anyway, so I just figured might as well start with conversation and see where it goes.
Hey, fair enough.
We might as well break the streak for once.
So John's like, well, what should we do? Clearly, there's people around here, but like, who do we know who we can trust?
Well, I mean, for one, we probably shouldn't be sleeping next to where we just killed 5 people.
Well, I just
When all
like to
the
point
doors
out that
and
she
windows
said.
are broken.
I just like to point out that she said that there are people here. She didn't say like where they are, so we're still kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
We're still gonna have to like go door to door if we really want to find these people.
Oh, great. We're worse than
'Cause-
Jehovah's Witnesses
well,
now.
Well, I mean, we can't exactly like go out into the street and go, "Hey, resistance! Hey, resistance! We want to resist."
We went to rebel.
We would like to a rebel. Do you has a rebellion we can join?
So John was like, well, like, given that the town is like so, well, desolate and stuff, and they're clearly hiding, maybe they've left like things to help them find their way back to their base.
Is this person locked in time?
No,
No, that's just them being bound and or unconscious.
yeah.
Okay, I was
Remember,
just
that was
wondering
the one
because
guy that was still alive.
The locked
It's
in
just
time
I
makes
saw-
a lot of sense.
yeah. Well, Varus is going to get off the bed and he's going to check on the little girl who is apparently sleeping on the nightstand.
I think she's sleeping under the bed.
That might be where she was left, I believe. I'm not sure.
Well, I remember like going into the room and like telling her it was safe for her to come out.
Yeah.
She
Well,
just
either or, she's just kind of there.
Yeah, she's just there.
It's like just like sitting
Little-
between the bed and the nightstand. I don't know.
What, are you okay? Are you hungry? Do you need food?
I suppose it wouldn't be a bad idea to see if Hildebrand and Siegfried are awake.
Oh my
Mostly
God!
because
When
they
did your
haven't
voice get so deep?
Anything.
Are you a boy?
No, I'm the ghost of your past.
No.
Well, it's just funny that I asked that question and then
I
like
know, that was
Reprisal
just
starts
good
his thing. I was
timing.
like, good grief, is this the kid talking?
I'm the little
No,
girl.
that was just good timing.
My name is Helen. I like long walks on the beach and hugging my teddy bear and tea parties with my mom.
when
Who's dead.
when she was alive.
I guess I could still have tea parties with her. She makes her own tea now. She's laying in her own tea.
So,
Oh no, my brother, he's marinating in the zone, I go.
What was that?
So what does the party wish to do now that like everyone's waking up and stuff?
So it wouldn't be a bad
I don't
idea
know,
to find a different spot for one.
So, I know this is kind of like off topic.
Where did you just
But-
come from?
Varus and John are like way bigger than Reprisal and Hildebrand.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
because of the way that everyone's models are set up.
Yeah, since they have like their
Yeah.
swords extended out and stuff, it's weird.
Yeah, I know. I know that. It's just funny because like when you mess with like when you set Reprisal to the same scale as Varus and John,
Yeah.
he gets really huge.
But to be fair, if I use any other scale, he ends up looking like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like he gets really huge.
Oh no.
like this quote unquote little girl over here,
The little girl who is actually bigger than
the size of Varus.
And if we make her two sizes big, she's like a super giant.
Yeah, she's like if a dragon had a baby with a giant.
Anyways, sorry.
Let's see. I think I'll give you guys a couple options real quick. So
Yeah, I think that'll help.
we could go the hoofing it route, where we're just kind of walking around and investigating, which is what we usually tend to do. Or perhaps I can just throw you guys in a situation where you guys happen upon something.
So either
Let's do the
call
hoofing
answers
it bit.
or we can do the murder hoe bit. Yeah, let's do the murder
Let's do
hobo
the-
thing.
Yeah, just for like a little bit, so that way we might be able to like get some lay of the land as to like where we're at. But if we're not productive, like within like the next turn or something,
Gotcha.
then go ahead and do your
Within
like
the next
the
6
party
seconds.
moves.
Gotcha. So I'm going to move you guys back to the little map here, or a little backward drop.
Another quick question: what are we going to? This is like Varus conversing to Reprisal and John. What would be the best plan of action for the little girl? We obviously can't take her with us, but we obviously can't leave her here.
John's
Any
like,
suggestions?
Like, I mean, there's probably room for her in the mimic, but I don't trust it to not eat her.
Yeah, about that, there's a lot of pointy things in it.
Are Hildebrand and the other dude still around?
They're in the process of waking up. they're like collapsed and just laid out on the table in the corner.
Is there any way that we could probably convince them to take her back to the ship? It's probably the safest place, because if something were to happen, they might be able to sail down the river a little ways.
And Leon's there.
Yeah, Leon. I mean, we don't know how good he is at babysitting, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Well, there's food on the ship, so that's a start.
Or could we convince them to maybe stay here and guard her? Maybe find another house where she would be safe. I mean,
so I would
to me, I kind of like
this
the
conversation like 10 feet away from them.
Oh, so like they're like right there, like hey.
Yeah, no, they're literally just right there, like yeah.
Well, you said that they were in the process of waking up, so I just assumed that they were still in that.
And shook them awake, so they were getting awake.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, we could take care of her, but personally, I don't think Hildebrand would want to stay there. He's been here for, what was it, 4 months? 4 months.
Well, if you fellows wouldn't mind escorting her to the ship,
yes.
Tell Leon the situation.
He's just like, wait, we have a ship?
Well, it's more. it's my ship, for I am her captain.
For some reason, I don't believe you.
Var's like does like that kind of like shit. What's his name? Oh, played Ash in the Evil Dead.
Oh, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, his smile.
Okay.
I am her captain. Ting.
And so, John kind of points to Hildebrand and goes like, "Wait, you've been here for 4 months?"
Well, he does live here. It's not like he just appeared out of nowhere. He's not a summon.
Well, yeah, like he's been here for most of this bullshit, though.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to figure out, but I have literally found no leads because this isn't my job, for one.
Wait, what is your job?
My job was to shoot things that attacked Siegfried.
Oh. Wow, you failed. He was in a whole other city.
After that, well, yes, because we retired separately.
John and Varus look at each other and go, yeah, he failed, and just like high-five each other.
And they're just like pointing at him like...
he failed, like, big time.
No, my job wasn't to find out things. That was Emilia's job, and none of us have seen her since, maybe...
Who's Emilio?
Emilia. She was a spy master.
Oh. Amelia.
We haven't seen her in a while.
Was she here as well?
No. She
well,
was a spy master.
I would like to point out that you said that she's a spy master. I don't think being able to be found easily would make one a spy master.
Well, no, we kept in decent contact with each other, but everyone's gone dark about a year ago.
Okay. John kind of like looks to him and goes, "Have you noticed like any particular activity in any specific area?"
Again, I feel like we kind of like
zombie activity. I'd say
grazed over the subject.
Market sector.
Did we make a decision about the little girl? I feel like we need to like put a bullet point in that one before we. Okay. Right, carry on. Did you notice anything weird?
Well, the zombies are fairly recent. They only appeared maybe a month and a half ago. And
Do you know what might have caused it? Is it a curse?
I don't know because I'm not the magic man.
Well, I mean, did anybody do a spell that you know of? Or did this, like, random zombie appear and bite somebody? Full-on
was
chain reaction?
Probably a spell, but I don't think I was in the area at the time. But what I've seen, the heaviest activity has been in the markets.
Okay.
Don't drink the water, don't eat the food. Gotcha.
Pretty much, yeah. And don't go for a swim at the beach.
John's like, man.
There's a beach?
Yeah, next to the port.
Nah. Well, beaches are usually on the ocean. That would make that a shoreline.
Yeah.
Riverfront. Creekfront. Gravel.
So,
There was, but no, there's. I can't really tell what exactly caused it. It was just probably a spell.
Was the place already in this condition, like, minus zombies, obviously, since you said that it's relatively new? Was the place normal when you got here, or was it already in dire
fairly
straits?
normal? The slums were in obvious disrepair, but they're slums for once, that's to be expected.
It's kind of in the name. One expects the slums to be slummy.
Yes. But no, everything was fine.
Did you see this Adamar appear?
You do realize you've not explained any of this to me. I have no idea what this Adamar looks like, but he sounds like a tool bag.
Okay. During your stay here, did you happen to see anybody who looked more tool baggy than normal? Perhaps evil, maybe with a cohort, an army?
I think I did see a douchebag in full armor a couple of months ago. It was maybe a week before this whole fiasco started. But I never really bothered to check where he went because adventures come in and out of here.
What was your business here, exactly?
I lived here.
Oh, you lived here.
oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, no, I kind of wish I didn't now, but hey, on the bright side, I'm pretty sure the guy who rented the house from is dead.
What was this by choice, or was it part of a mission? You said that you knew Amelia, who was a mistress of spies. Was there a reason for your stay here?
This
or
was
were you
by
born
choice. Well, oh god, I'd hope I wasn't born here. No, I was actually born town a little ways away. That's
okay, well, I didn't need to know where you were born. I just was trying to figure out why you were here.
But basically, no, I wasn't born here. I moved here a few months ago. Seemed like a nice place at the time. In hindsight, now.
Yeah, should have stayed in boring country village where you're from.
Yeah, I guess I should have stayed in Baldur's Gate, huh? It was safe. But I fucking hate safety.
Safety, man. So boring.
Well, yes, when you're at peace, generally there's no reason for you to be a soldier. It's kind of partially the reason why I retired.
You're retarded?
I'm going to shoot you.
No, sorry, I just had to make that joke.
For his long gun.
No offense to by the way, sorry, I didn't mean. It's just half asleep here. Filter's kind of like broken a little bit.
But no, generally when you're a soldier in peacetime, you don't exactly have anything to do. Hell, I'd already served for 14 years, so.
No, that's like half your life. You're like what, 15?
I feel like you need to get better at math.
Oh,
fuck off. 40.
40, okay. Well, you never told us his age, and so it was just like,
Yeah, that was something that was expected to come up later. Well, because I
okay.
haven't actually
Hmm.
fleshed out his.
Well, I don't really see where one's age would come up unless somebody was like asking them out. How old are you?
I feel like you would have just called him an old man.
Alright, so,
Well, actually, if we're being technical here, the real old man is Varus.
Alright, so is, Hildebrand and Siegfried going to take, the girl to the ship, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
We should probably stop being sidetracked. Is we'll take her back, and either me or Siegfried will post up there, and I guess the
Varus
other
is
one
going to
of us will
turn
come
to the
back.
little girl. Varus is going to turn to the little girl. He's going to crouch down, and he's going to say, "These two nice men here are going to take you back to our boat, where you'll be safe. I'm going to give you this," and Varus is going to hand her one of his daggers. I'm going to be coming back for it. Now, you're just going to be holding on to this for me. But use it to keep you safe.
And so, the girl, like, nods and, like, takes it. She's like, okay. Scary man.
Varus stands up and pats her on the head.
She walks over to Hildebrand and Siegfried, and she kind of like looks back at John, Siegfried, John, Reprisal, and Varus, because there's too many characters. And she,
Trust me, it's gonna get much worse when the full Siegfried squad becomes a thing.
and she kind of like
And
waves.
that is their actual name.
And they start walking away with her. John's like, okay, well,
What'd she do?
She
You
waves.
said she turned back. Oh, okay, waved.
So John's like, well, I guess it's detective time, I guess.
Yeah. It's time to do what we do best, fumble around until something happens.
So John kind of
Hey.
go ahead.
If we need to like break something open, Varus has thieves' tools, which he didn't realize or didn't remember he had until like.
Or we could just have Reprisal kick the door in again.
Because I've been using sleight of hand and I didn't even realize that I completely forgot I had thieves' tools and I could have been using them, which I have a better proficiency in. Alright, well I guess, what direction were we originally heading in?
Come to think of it, I don't actually know.
I'm not entirely sure. Let's see.
Because I was going to say we could just continue heading in the general direction that we were originally going.
Okay,
Hope for
that's
the
fine.
best.
We'll just kind of envision where we were going. So you guys walk out into.
Varus also wants to make an addendum. We probably don't want to go in the direction that Cass came from.
Yeah, that's. I thought we were walking up the road, and then Cass ran towards us.
Right. So we just don't want to
can't
go
the
in
way
the direction
we
that she
originally
came.
going.
Let's see here. So you guys are kind of walking down the alleyway. It's sadly the same kind of grim and spooky as it always is.
Yeah, no, it's actually kind of nice once you get to look at it. Cobwebs and dust aside, abandoned buildings, boarded up windows. All that aside, it's quite a charming little place.
It's quite the charming little place while a ghost roams.
And so,
I mean, creepy whisper moaning aside, I mean, that's kind of an acquired
the
taste.
ghost of the previous inhabitants aside, this town is pretty nice. Oh god, there it is.
and so they're walking along.
This happens every time.
And what are you guys wishing to do while you're walking? Like, what are you looking for exactly?
Varus is going to, let's see. I got so many new things. I need to see what I. Alright, so that's all. Okay. Varus is going to pull up the hood on his cloak, and he's going to roll a stealth.
Please be one.
21.
Aww.
Alright.
And then he's going to use... Hold on, let me put that back to normal. I'm going to roll a perception, I think. Which one is like looking for traps and which one... That's investigation, right?
I think either or would
is it
work.
perception? I'll do investigation. He's going to check and see if there's any traps up. No, hey, it's just a floor.
It's just a floor with a suspicious indent in
So
it.
you kind of see like this is the cobblestone road, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Generally though, you kind of don't see any traps or anything. That's about all you can really discern.
Reprisals gonna go back to what he was doing before combat happened. He's gonna climb. He's gonna start climbing back up on the buildings to get a nice little vantage point.
I think it's funny that every time I picture like Varus pulling up the hood on his cloak, the other guys are just kind of like walking and then Varus just disappears.
Yeah, no, Varus just puts up his hood and he's just gone.
That leaves John again, who's just like walking through the street, like, yeah, I guess I'm alone now.
Yeah, like John's just like always on the ground floor. Reprisals like climbing walls. You just vanish.
So John kind of like looks around. He kind of sees like an X on a wall. Kind of seems like it's a marking of some sort. And John's like, "Hey guys, there's like a thing on the wall." And he looks around, like no one's around.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's like, hey guys, there's like a thing on the wall. I was like, oh, guys?
It's like, hey guys, I just found a thing. God damn it, I just climbed up this building. Now I've gotta get back down.
John's just like, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hello.
Varus is going to sneak up beside John, and he's going to use his message. He's going to say, "What'd you find?"
Reprisals just gonna climb back down.
John just kind of like closes his eyes. Fine, yeah. Make fun of the new guy. Alright, yeah, whatever. It's like,
Reprisals just climb
I feel like when I do that, like, he's got to be startled a little bit. Because he can't see me. And
I
just
feel like at this
touched.
point he's just used to your shenanigans.
well, he's not completely unaware of your abilities.
That's true. At this point, he's just like, same shit, different day. I need a drink.
Now, if he didn't know you had stealthed or something like that, he probably would have been more startled.
Yeah, but you were basically just in front of us and you pulled your hood off and vanished.
Okay, so anyways, let's see. I'm gonna try my investigation again.
Okay.
Got 23.
Alright, so like...
You found something involving the plot.
As you see, like, the marking, you see another one, like, just down the alleyway, but, like, slightly higher up and a little more concealed.
Is there anything else in the,
Well,
that I can see?
Same kind of streets and alleyway, it's that you see, like, a new...
Okay.
You basically see a new marking, essentially, even further down. Like, this would have been unseen by someone who, I guess, didn't see it as well? That doesn't have such keen investigation skills.
It doesn't have the eyes of an eagle.
Yes, that too.
Okay,
Except sometimes
so
they're
no
replaced by
traps
eyes of a
or
fish.
anything? The
Oh, no,
alleyway's clear other than
nothing
the
like that,
marking?
no.
Okay. No footprints or traps?
You could say that there are tracks and footprints, but they're kind of just muddled together. Kind of like several things have been through here.
Okay.
I will say that you probably see like a fair amount more footprints heading towards that symbol rather than away from it.
Okay. John or Varus is going to reach out and he's going to touch John again and he's going to say, "There's another marking up the alleyway a little ways."
No, was Varus still stealth, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, this time John would be like, "What?"
Spiders.
Because he wouldn't expect to be touched that time.
Okay. I wasn't intended, like, the first time I meant it to kind of, like, partially startle him,
Yeah.
but this time is...
I feel like that would be my general reaction. Is like, if I knew someone who could talk to me psychically, I wouldn't be too surprised when it happens. But if they were to just touch me out of nowhere, I'd be like, "Oh god!" Because I'm pretty sure that's what happens in real life to me all the time.
Yeah.
And Varus is gonna shake his head and just like continue on.
Anyways, how about that alleyway, huh?
He's moving out of touching range now.
And so, so John's like, well, I guess we're going that way then. He starts moving towards the marking as well. As you guys head towards the marking, and you turn the corner, you guys actually see several more different markings, kind of marking a pathway. Essentially, kind of telling you where to go. Do you wish to follow these?
Yeah. Varus does at least.
Varus is just gonna warily go down the alleyway. Like he's got one.
Varus feels that he is sufficiently stealthed.
Alright. Let's see.
Varus just got one hand on his consoles just in case.
Alright.
But he is going to not draw his long sword. He's going to kind of loosen it in the sheath to make it easier to draw, should he need it.
Okay, so as you guys approach the area where these markings seem to end, they just kind of end by a pathway that leads in another direction, but there's no markings that way, and there's a building on the other side of that. There's a building on the area where you guys are standing, but then the marking also ends at a fork essentially. And John's like, well, it just stops.
Oh, someone tells me there might be a false wall around here. But I can't just go around shattering random walls until something happens, so...
Varus is going to walk up to... can I use the 23 investigation instead of having to reroll?
I feel like you just headbutted a wall to investigate it.
I will say yes, but I will say that you're probably not stealthed at this point then.
The awkward silence was filled by...
You there?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Just because I feel like your attention's probably more towards looking what you're looking at rather than trying to hide at this point.
Repress is just gonna... I feel like Repress is just gonna put one hand on the wall and just start walking up and down it until it actually does something. Until he just falls through a wall. Motherfucker.
Just kind of... I will say that you
I wasn't...
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I wasn't sure if I was going to investigate or not. I didn't mean to click, but I was going to ask if I did investigate if I could use the 23 or if I needed to re-roll. What I was going to do was I was going to. Are there two paths? You said it forks, right?
Well, there's the path going straight that you guys were on, and then there's one that just turns immediately to the left, and then on your right there's a building.
All right. Varus is going to head that way just a little to see if maybe there is another marking. He's just going to go maybe 5 or 6 feet down and see if there's another marking. Probably not going to go any further than that, but he wants to make sure that they're not missing something.
All right. Well, you do not see any new markings at all. It seems like they just stopped dead at where you guys were.
Okay. Alright, sorry. Reprisal, it's your turn.
Well, I rolled a 12, so...
Well, I'll let you re-roll if you wish.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Well...
About that...
I'm going blind!
Reprisal headbutts a wall. It does nothing.
He walks up to the Eds and just headbutts it as hard as he can.
Alright, well, John doesn't even work.
That didn't work.
John just looks like
nobody can investigate.
He's like, well, this is a wall.
John goes up and does the same thing. Yeah, that is solid.
I'm pretty sure. Except for, I'm pretty sure we all have proficiency in investigation.
We do. That's the sad part. That's the bare minimum I can roll. I think. No. I can roll a minimum of a 4.
Hey, your minimum is 4, but that's still a critical fail.
That's ridiculous. Let's see here.
Varus is gonna turn around and he's gonna walk up, and I'll reroll my investigation
Alright.
this time, and hopefully not get the same trend. And check out the marking.
Alright.
That's better.
You kind of notice that, like, the final marking isn't an X, it's actually a star. And the star, one of the points of the stars is pointing more towards the building than the rest of the area.
Guys, I think that it's telling us to go into the building, not headbutt the wall. That doesn't accomplish anything.
Johnny, like, rose his head. He's like, well, yeah, I guess we learned that. I don't even know why we even tried that.
What did we learn today? That the building is made out of wood, and wood hurts when we hit it with our head, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I had butted stone.
So what are we not going to do today?
Headbutt walls.
Yay. Good
Okay, but
boy.
headbutting walls is fun.
So I was like, this is funny? What the... What's wrong with you?
Several things, trust me.
So, what do you wish to do with this building? There's a door on the building, of course, so there's gotta be some way to go in. And there are windows as well.
Varus is going to walk up to the window, and he's going to roll his perception to see if he can see anything in the window.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask for something specific because of what I'm looking at right now. So say you're facing a building and there's a set of windows on your right and a set of windows on your left. Which do you choose to look through?
I feel like he... Okay, here's the question.
And then
When,
Reprise is going to go to the door and try that.
The pathway that we were going down led straight to the final marking, and there was an alleyway or whatever that cut off. What side of the alleyway or what side of the pathway was that offshoot on? Because that would probably determine which set of windows he's closest to.
Not entirely sure.
Branch off to the left.
You're evenly close to both sides. It's just that one side has 3 windows, one has 2.
I'll go to the bigger set then and look in.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
in the meanwhile, Reprisal is going to try the door.
so you look in and you actually see someone sitting at a table, and if you look over to your left, you see 2 people by a fireplace. Though there's no fire in the fireplace because it would draw attention.
Reprisal. You
Yep,
might want to err on the side of caution upon either opening the door.
Knock.
We are not. No.
I mean, that's how you tell politely someone that you're coming
I'm
in.
just trying to be civilized here.
Basically, I'm telling you not to like repeat what happened the last time. Don't go barging.
So
the door
don't
down.
kick the door down. Got it.
Yes, you might want to actually try the doorknob, or perhaps not.
To be fair, that was what I was about to do, was knock. So Basil just like gently knocks on the door with the back of his his knuckles a few times.
Alright, so what the hell is... Okay, one second. I'm looking for something. It was just not... There, okay, I found it. Copy that, and then go here. It's nice to see Tim Allen got work after Home Improvement. That was the wrong token that I copied. God damn it. I copied the little girl for some reason. Alright.
She poses an intimidating figure because she's 12. She's like 10 years old and like 6'3".
Alright, so you knock on the door and you kind of hear some scuffling in the room. Or in the building, rather. Var, since you're still looking at the window, you actually see the guy sitting at the table kind of turn towards the noise. Which actually is coming from another room in the building. Which is where the door would be at. And the other 2 people kind of look at the swordsman and kind of like, what's going on?
Hello?
And,
Anyone home?
Reprisal, do not draw any weapons. You're outnumbered.
you can hear people being like, "What do we do? Like, what's going on? Like, what should we do?" And then one person's like, "I don't think the bad guys would say hello. Is anyone home?" in such an unintimidating manner. And so they open the door, and there's like 2 armed guards standing before you. And like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
I'm Reprisal. We
We're
came to this
selling
town
Girl
for
Scout
shit,
cookies.
and shit happened. So we're trying to figure
Or
out
not.
what shit happened so we can fix the shit.
Should we? What should we do, boss? And the woman in charge is like, "Stand aside, little man. God, like, working with idiots."
I know the feeling.
John's like, "Yeah, I know." Silly Varus.
We just all... This is our revenge for us picking on you. Now we're picking on Varus.
But John's kind of just like the Ant-Man character to a degree, or he's also Constantine. So he's just constantly just saying shit.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
If it makes you feel better, I'm hoping I'm not here to kill you.
It's like, well, she like leans in, she's like, "We will kill you if you try to kill us. I will tell you that much right
I
now."
mean,
sir."
that's fair enough. And frankly, I've had enough near-death experiences lately.
Are you mayhaps the resistance we've heard so much about?
Who's been telling people about us? Who? She like turns to the people like in the room. Actually, wait, I need to move you guys to the map. I might actually have it set up actually. All right, you guys are actually in the room now. Huh?
None of your fellows talked. It was some hideous hobgoblin who has a affiliation for invading one's private spaces.
You mean what was her name? I forgot her name. She's like, "You mean you've come face to face with Fahid and lived?"
I mean, she tried to kill us earlier.
And failed.
She's like,
Yeah.
her and her hell beast destroyed, like killed so many of my men.
Yeah, it nearly
With a puppy?
killed me.
She's like, wow, like, I'll be honest. Yeah, I had my doubts about you guys. You guys are impressive.
The conversation just stops.
Everyone's just like, yeah, we're impressive.
It's like, I mean,
Mars
yeah,
is
we are.
stuffing his face. Hold on a second.
Like, well, we were actually we were. I guess did you come to join us, or?
Yeah, if our goals are the same.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Assuming that you're also trying to fix this mess, then
well,
yeah.
we want to kill Sir Adamar because I mean, well, you see.
Oh,
this
thank
place.
God.
Oh, then
somebody
yeah,
else wants to
fine.
do
Yeah. Bring it in. Boys, that's John. That's
First is a robot.
I thought everyone's just like, hey, yeah, friends.
Oh God, my internet connection's dying. Everyone's a robot right now.
No.
Varus turns to John. He goes, "Hey, and he like kind of like shoves him on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, you do cheesy street magic. Is there any way you can make us like commemorative T-shirts or something?"
He kind of like waves his hand around and like a shirt pops up and it's like best friends in the resistance, is what it says. He hands it to Varus. He goes, "It'll vanish in about a minute."
No.
He goes, "What can I say? Prestidigitation is the best thing in the world."
I knew your magic stopped. Oh well, anyways.
Let me check something real quick. Okay. And he goes, "But hey, at least you have this memory of having that shirt that one time for 1 minute."
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like
hey,
it's a T-shirt that has like "I'm with the resistance" and it has like an arrow pointing.
And after a minute, it like vanishes. He summons another one, and it's like it says like I was fuck, what was it gonna be? God damn it! It was a funny joke and I forgot.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's like the image of it is an image of Varus in a shirt that says that, and it's like, you remember that one time? He goes, "That'll also vanish in about a minute." Then it turns back away.
Anyways, so yeah, it seems our goals line up because we also really want to kill that tool bag.
So I was like, does anyone else want a minute shirt?
They're going like hotcakes.
I feel like by the time you
Get
would
'em
pass
all
one out to
cheap.
everybody in the room, all of them would have vanished except for the last
is going
one.
off.
And so Leia's like, well, we're actually getting ready to plan a raid. She tells you, she's like,
Oh shit, well, that's good timing.
we've been planning for a while, and like their forces have seemed very distracted lately, so it seemed like a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
She actually turns to you guys. She goes, "Wait, would that have been you?"
We caused some shit last night.
We killed a lot of people. Does that count?
Like, what on earth? Like, by the gods, the timing. You guys must have been sent here by a divine intervention.
Sure, let's call her that.
Who's that?
She's just kind of the leader of the resistance. I do have a name, but I've forgotten.
Divine intervention?
Oh, wait, who's divine intervention?
Yeah.
I was making a bit of a token.
Oh.
The way you said you guys were sent by a divine intervention. By divine intervention, I was like, ooh, who's that?
And then,
What is she a god of? No.
it's like, well,
Yeah, I guess you could say it was divine intervention. There was a divine, and we did intervene.
she was genuinely. She looks like actually overthrown with like relief, just like oh my god, I can't believe this. And she's like,
I mean, hey, we're both here to murder the same things. Yay.
John,
She
come
gave
like
me cool abilities. You
John-
want to see? I can demonstrate.
John come like leans over though. He's like, let's not mention the two people that almost died, okay?
Who are they again?
What people? What? And so like she's like, well, like, oh, excuse me. She's like, well, like, we're getting ready to like head out like in a short while. So you like, would you guys be ready for something like that?
I mean, yeah.
Sure.
Hmm.
Like, how? Okay, real quick. How long is a little while?
Very like a very short amount of time.
Less than 2 hours, I'm guessing.
Yeah, like they're close to heading out now.
Ah.
Question. Did we ever complete a long rest, or was it like interrupted?
You guys did get a long rest, but you guys didn't have to worry about healing because you guys leveled up as well.
Yeah.
So, like, John
So
attuned
we
himself to his
all
winged
stopped
boots, and you
and
attuned
rest.
yourself to something else, I think.
Reprisal just took a really long nap.
Okay. I'm just I have the Hetz warrior, and I was gonna use it on my saber,
Mm.
but my charisma is no different than my dexterity, so there's really no point in doing that right now.
Okay.
Anyways, basically it lets you attack with you can use your charisma modifier instead of your like dex or strength.
Okay.
But my
That's
my dex and charisma are the same, so.
Yeah, I think that's more handy for spellcasters who want a little bit of melee instead of the other way around.
Well, they actually recommend like Hexblade, like from the start, like building towards Hexblade, so like putting a lot of points into charisma and then.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it probably would have been better if you'd started as a warlock, essentially.
Yeah, well, they actually recommend that you start off as a fighter.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you get
and
like
then-
extra attack and stuff.
Yeah, and then multi-classing like after level 3, or at level 3 into a Hexblade.
Alright.
Yeah,
so,
level 3 and 5 are generally the best points of a fighter to go do anything else. Because that's pretty much when they get the cool stuff, and you don't really need anything after that.
Okay, so, well, John's like, well, I mean, I think we're rested enough. I mean, we got that little girl to safety.
Well, I was asking like you, not.
Oh no, I was
everybody
just talking in character because I thought we were done
Okay.
talking about that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's like, well,
sure.
I guess at this point in the Japanese RPG, it'd be like, save now.
Yeah, yeah, like this is the point of no return. Make
Ooh,
a
do I get to
backup
use my
file
new
now.
skills?
And I will say this, that we will probably be wrapping up tonight's session soon, to a degree. And that's because next session's probably going to be a fair amount more hectic.
Here's a question.
Yes.
And/or
Are we
another
having
4
a
hours beyond that.
Are we having a session next week?
If we're doing it Friday, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering. I couldn't remember what day they were doing that thing for
Yeah.
Brian.
Let me do a quick double check to be safe.
Yeah, the 10th. It's a Saturday.
Uh,
Right, because I was going to ask if we were doing, if it was next Friday, then if we could possibly
that
do
would-
that tomorrow. But
Alright, so let me move you guys back to the port area. Actually, I'll move you guys to Sir Adamar real quick.
Hey, it's this tool bag again.
And this is just like,
yeah,
what's up?
I would like to point out you
No,
actually
nothing,
replaced
nothing.
this image with a cavern.
So, Sir Adamar is greeted by Fahid, the hobgoblin, who had met you guys earlier. He goes, so, how did it go? She goes, they'll probably be on their way to the Resistance soon. He goes, so they'll be here soon. Fine, I don't know how this will end, but it's better to end it sooner rather than later, he says with malice in his voice. The orc standing next to him as he sits on his throne nods. He's like, yes, sir. I'm sure they'll be fun to play with. And then he turns to the berserker, who is now doesn't seem like he's as horribly injured as before, but something seems off. There are bits of armor grafted onto his skin now, and he doesn't seem to be. He seems to be in pain, but not unbearable pain. And he goes, "So, are you willing to do the right thing this time?" he says to the berserker. The berserker nods his head, almost in fear. He goes, "Good. I won't take any more failures." He turns to the monk. Let's see, what was her name? Sarif is her name. She's a human. He goes, "You also failed. All of you have failed me." What's up?
hate to interrupt, but I was just scrolling through Facebook. And they said that the viewership for Daredevil dropped 57%.
That sucks. Even though it was the best season.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, back to that.
So he turns to all of them and he goes, "All of you have failed me." And he turns to the orc and he goes, "Except you. You have done an exceptional job at provoking the enemy. Each one of you have ran away from battle, not to bring me a single thing I have asked for. So this is our last stand," he says with a very tense undertones. And he's like, "If you fail me this time, I will have your souls." And they actually kind of shudder at the sound of this. And let's... Oh, I gotta upload something real quick, sorry. Did I save it? Did I save it? Yes, right? No? Yes? No? What? I don't think I saved it. Wait.
Blizzard fans are
I
pissed too.
did save it. Okay, good. I think they're mad about
The new Diablo.
yeah, it's a mobile game or something.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Netflix's Death Note is getting a sequel.
Oh, I know. I'm not happy about it. as soon I posted something about that, and one of my friends was like, "It was good as long as you ignored the anime and the manga." I'm like, "Well, then you might as well not call it Death Note, now should you?"
But yeah, I saw that like about the 57% drop in viewership. And my heart just went, well, Netflix found the next show that they're going to cancel.
Yeah. But at least that one ended in a way where you'd be like, okay, I guess it's fine.
Yeah. I'd still be sad though.
Yeah, like at least it has an end, but like still it sucks.
Yeah, because you want to see what's going to happen next, like where all this leads to. And
Right. Hold on a second, guys, and we'll be ready.
you can't be John Machine Drill.
So, the rebels, the resistance, head out towards where they believe Sir Adamar is held up, which is pretty much pretty cliche. He's in the main castle of the damn town. So, it's like, oh man, we should have looked there. And so, let me move the that to this, and do that. The resistance is...
like Hildebrand's like gone back to the house that we were at, and it's just like, where the fuck did they go?
Rain, you're very quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I have no idea where my mic's disappeared to.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so,
My mic like vanished from my view.
and actually, let me change the music here, because this is not appropriate now anymore.
But I feel like Hildebrand just like went back to the house after dropping Siegfried and the little girl off, and it's just like, where the fuck did they go?
Yeah. I think this works. Okay. So, the rebellion is, started marching towards the castle, and has actually engaged his men at this point. What do you guys wish to do at this point in time? This is kind of like a quick time event kind of situation, where you can only use certain abilities one time each. Why is that broken?
I mean, are we like engaged in the combat as well, or
More or less, you're in the fray, is the idea.
Okay, so also where are we in relation to like everybody else? Are we like in the center? Are we at the front? Are we at the back?
I will say you're...
Because I was just curious because like I have certain abilities, but like you don't want to use Eldritch Blast if you're in the middle of like a group of like companions. You know what I mean?
I'm actually talking more like your skills, kind of like one of David's like escape the situation kind of things.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
like acrobatics or
Yes.
yeah.
And I'll also
okay.
allow...
I was just confused.
I also allow like general saving throws as well, I guess. But you guys are kind of positioned near the front.
Okay. Okay, so basically, if we were to do anything drastic, then we can like we're pretty well clear. Are we like running away from or to or?
Your main goal is to get inside, but there are people, enemies in your way.
Okay, and they know we're there.
Yes, like well, they don't know specifically if you are there, but they know that there are several enemies nearby.
Right. I mean that like they know that they're under attack. So
Yes,
they're, like,
they are
on
alert.
guard. We're not like sneaking up on them. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I mean I will allow attempts for stealth as well.
right. Because like we ourselves haven't been spotted,
Mhm.
just that the group itself has been.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best thing for Varus. He's gonna pull up his hood. And he's gonna roll a stealth. That's a meh.
Let me see here.
That's with advantage. Wow.
That's a maybe.
He might as well just put his hood down and just walk through.
Reprisal is gonna throw a perception roll out and see if there's any handholds in the wall that you can maybe use to climb up, get up into the gate, and open it that way.
And I will say that a few enemies have probably missed attacking you because you're stealth, but you're not like completely invisible to them.
Right.
Yes, yeah. I think I may have found something.
All right, so you look around and you see like an area where the enemies are a bit more thinned, and there's a good chance for all of you to kind of like run past that area to get closer to the castle.
Yeah, Browser's gonna point it out to the other two really quickly.
All right, John's like, "Oh my God, yeah, right there."
Yeah, it looks like a good spot to get in from.
And so you guys run to that area, and a few guys cut you off. Like there's like spears kind of like in your way, like trying to keep you from passing by.
Professor just slid to us up and just went hi.
It's like, well, hello.
Oh, hello there, pointy object.
Vars wants to use one of his new toys.
Oh yeah, I want to do something fun as well, something that I got.
All right, well, go ahead. What is it?
Vars wants to use
Vars
Eldritch
go
Blast.
first.
All right.
Is he gonna go for a knockdown on him?
Fuck. he sticks out his hand and it goes poof.
Yeah, I won't bother with a fumble or anything on this. So we're. But yeah, it pretty much just zips past them, and they're like, "What the? Where was he looking?" And let's see.
Vars is like, I'm still getting used to it, okay?
Let's see. John doesn't do any better. Never mind. What's really sad is that John can only roll a 6, so he's like 3 away from that. Like.
Yeah. Anyways, Reprisal would just like to. I'm hoping that the spears are solid now instead of having a wooden handle here. And he's gonna grab one and use heat metal on it. So he's basically just gonna set it on fire.
So do they have a saving throw?
They can. Let's see. If they take the damage from it while holding. Okay, basically they have to make a Constitution saving throw if it's something they're holding or wearing. Otherwise, they drop it. So they have to make a save against 13, I believe.
Alright. Well, they saved against it, so they take half damage, or...
oh, wait, no. That doesn't even bother. It's just if they drop it or not. They still take 2d8. Give me ammo.
Okay, so does the 16 allow them to drop it?
No. The 16 means they're not forced to drop it.
Oh, okay, so they still have it, but it burns them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we cast it. Okay, it does 3 whole damage.
Alright, so they're pretty much like it burns, and for some reason they're not letting go. I would let go.
Yeah, I personally would, but that's whether or not.
I personally feel like these guys now are too distracted to stop you. Because they've decided to keep holding onto a heated rod. So, I say you guys continue on past them as they scream.
Yeah, Reprisal just like pats one on the back and runs away.
John's just like, hold a little tighter, man, and he walks by. And they continue. You guys continue forward, and like you're almost to the main door.
That was worth the spell slot.
And at this main door, there's a stairway leading up to it. There's 2 archers and a guard like in your pathway.
Oh shit.
Let's see. Vars is going to. You know what? I want to try this one. Fuck.
Man, like there's not been any real good rolls today. Like
Yeah, no. Reprisal is in the meanwhile going to Dissonant Whispers one of the archers in the hopes that he doesn't shoot them.
Vars is going to draw his sword since he feels it like making magic happen.
Oh, that's what that does.
Cast it. For whatever reason, that didn't actually cast it. There we go.
Okay.
There you go.
So he needs to beat a 13 to not run away in fear, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the archer pretty much runs into the castle.
He takes the full 15 and he runs away screaming in panic.
Let's see here. John is. Well, he ain't gonna hit nobody with that, so no.
No, that's just the damage that it does.
That's right. He still like does it though, isn't it? Like, I
Yeah,
can't remember.
the burning hands is like the. Yeah, burning hands is like it just happens, and it's whether or not they actually take damage.
Ah, okay. Let me see here. Oh, and each creature in that cone. Okay, yeah. So they have to make a dex saving
inside
throw.
a 15-foot cone.
Alright, so let's see. Oh, they didn't.
Alright.
They didn't get it. So the other archer's like bow like lights fire, and the guy in front of them is like on fire now as well.
Yeah.
The guard.
Yeah, like because it's a cone, so it does like.
Yeah. Honestly, that was like the best time for that to work.
Is he
It's like-
still alive?
It's like the second
Yes,
time
he's,
I've
the
gotten
guard's
this-
alive. The other archers probably ran away though.
Okay.
The other guard's
Um,
too close to you guys to really run away.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to activate Wrathful Smite,
Okay.
and then I'm going to
They're
charge
gonna beat the
forward
shit out of him.
and use my longsword. It's a 19.
All right. Well, you don't worry about rolling damage or anything.
Oh, okay.
The guy like.
Well,
Go ahead.
It's probably
well,
a good thing.
the Wrathful Smite allows him to do like an extra 1d6
Well, I'll
of psychic damage.
just choose however you wish to murder this guy.
I feel like you just
Alright,
runs him
so-
through.
Vars runs forward, sword drawn, and like as he run past, just slices his head from his shoulders.
Oof. And just like, man, poor guy caught fire and got his head cut off. And
He won't get ahead in life. He slings the blood off his sword and stabs it in the sheath.
Russell just pulls out his loot and just does it quickly.
Because I had to deal an extra 1d6 of psychic damage. What's more harmful to the psyche than a bad pun?
Yeah.
And so you guys blow past
Russell
the
just
dead
pulled out his
body.
loot really quickly and just did a rim shot with it.
Blow past the dead body pretty quick and continue running on deeper and deeper into the castle. Most of any of the guards are outside fighting the rebellion at this point.
I think they were basically just raising hell.
Yeah, pretty much. And
It was
you
like,
guys,
excuse me, gotta go murder a tool bag. You're not him.
you guys managed to run all the way into the area leading up to the room, kicking the door open, revealing.
Knock, knock, motherfucker.
Oh crap, where's that? Why is it like that? Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, let me delete. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that when I put you guys in that area, it was just showing the cave, not the night,
Yeah.
the entire time. So let me put that back up on the thing there. There we go. Revealing.
How did Sauron get here?
Yeah, right.
I want his cape.
It's just a picture I found. Like, this is perfect for a night, and that's evil. And
He's even got a cross in his sword as the four.
And so, in the room before you stands all of the varying henchmen of Sir Adamar and Sir Adamar himself, who stands at the
Hello
throne
again.
with his sword at the ready. He goes, "It looks like you finally have made it here."
Dude, it took us like 5 minutes.
He's like, "I've been waiting a long time. You guys have murdered many of my men and disrupted our intelligence network."
Yeah.
And he kind of like raises his hands, and like the air, there's like a red carpet leading all the way to his throne. A nice chunk of the floor around the carpet seems to just fall apart, and now there's a pit that looks like it's like got lava at the bottom, like that's like filled the area now. You know,
You
the only,
classy son of a bitch. I like that.
the only area that like leading to the throne is just that carpet at that point. And there's still like some area to fight where he is, and you guys are basically on the other side of that, as well. And basically, you guys are stuck with the monk and the hobgoblin and the berserker on your side.
Oh boy.
Where the squire, the orc, and well, the squire is the orc. That's his name. And Sir Adamar stand on the other side. Like, well then, it seems like you've come to die finally, and I'm going to enjoy this. He kind of says with a happy malice in his voice. He snaps his fingers too, and some kobolds actually kind of line the area as well. He goes, "You're not getting away."
You could hire better guards than kobolds.
He goes, "They're out there killing your friends. Or, well, I don't think they're your friends, really, but killing..."
I mean, we kind of just met them. Either way, fact of the matter is, you're a tool bag and we're gonna wreck your shit.
John's like, "We did have, like, t-shirts with those guys, though. I mean, they were only for a minute, but, like..." He goes, "Well, anyways, innocent people are dying," is basically what Saramar says. He goes...
Reprise is gonna cast
Are they
knowledge
truly innocent,
quickly
though?
To amplify his voice, and he just goes, "Anyways, fact of the matter is, you're a tool bag, and we're going to wreck your shit."
And so...
just sort
Can't
of
exactly
fills the
top that,
room.
so ditto, I guess.
And so the Berserker Mordos, his body, like where the armor is grafted to his body, starts like twitching, and it slowly starts to consume his body until
You are hideous.
black, like
You have just given him normal armor.
until black armor is like covers his entire body, and the helmet like forms over his head, and he looks like very afraid actually as this is going on. And as he does
Would you
this,
like me to put you out of your misery?
and as he does this, his body kind of like contorts and twitches until it finally calms down, and he's like breathing very slowly. And then he screams and runs towards you.
Uh-oh.
I want a. I want to say he's running towards Reprisal. I want a.
Oh, shit.
Either a athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, fuck yeah! Ah, shit!
So he like rams into you, and you go flying into the wall.
Ow.
And now he actually is picking up one of the kobolds and throwing it at Varus. Same kind of roll for you.
I needed those legs.
Ooh. And so
This is not working out.
the kobold like hits you, and you go flying. Well, not flying, but you stumble back. But the monk behind you, runs behind you and kicks you in your back, knocking you down.
Oh.
John tries to cast a spell, but the monk has already reacted
Hey,
and
John, do you mind being useful?
and she actually kicks him in the head first,
Oh.
spins around, kicks his legs out from under him, and then punches him kicks him in the stomach as he lands on the ground.
Oh.
And he goes,
She just, like, went into a full axe kick with that.
and then all three of you basically, like at the same time, slide basically towards the entrance of the throne room. And John's like kind of doubled over in pain. And John's like, I don't.
Russell's just, like, pulling himself out of a wall.
He's like, I don't, guys, I hate to say this. 1 second. One second. I'm doing something. It's important to this. Alright. But John's like struggling to his feet and he goes, I don't think we've fought something like this before. He's like, all of a sudden these guys are a fair amount better than when they were actually fighting them earlier.
It's just gonna make it all the more satisfying when we kill them. Now wake up.
Alright. And so you guys actually hear a rumbling behind you guys. Something that's kind of odd, like you don't know where it could be coming from, and it's getting kind of louder. And even like Sir Adamar's like, what the hell is that noise? And even like the monk and everyone is kind of like trying to steady themselves as the rumbling actually kind of gets a little stronger. I'm actually waiting on something. Oh, there we are.
Also, hi, Caitlin.
And so, as the rumbling gets louder, the door behind you guys actually gets blown open, and like basically the wall's completely just blown out.
Jesus Christ.
And you guys actually are sliding down the opposite direction of where you originally fell from the impact of that.
I hate this architecture.
And now there's like a cloud of dust like filling the room, and you see like a large humanoid figure walking through the cloud. And
Wouldn't have to be friendly for once, would you?
and through the cloud extends actually a giant serpent head that roars. And the figure slowly gets smaller as Manny steps out of the cloud.
Oh my god.
He's like, "Hey guys." He's like,
Where the hell have you been?
you guys need help?"
Yes, please.
Like, yeah, wow, you guys need some healing, don't you?
Yes.
It's like, well, I brought
Actually,
friends. I brought friends with me.
Actually, I just kind of need someone to get me out of this wall.
Like, Manny like walks over and he like starts pulling him out of the wall a little bit. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
like. But Manny's much shorter than him, so he's like pulling down on him.
Yeah, he's like pulling at my feet.
And he goes, "But it's good news, guys. Like, I brought friends with us. I brought friends." And out of the cloud walks another man. This one normal height, blonde hair with black vestiges, and a tambourine on his hip.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
And now walks out a very tiny woman that has multicolored hair, and alongside her walks out an archer. Oh god, I'm running out. My mouth is dry
Yeah, I ran out of water
because I've been talking for so long. Let's see, who else was in this game? Let's see, we got... I think that's right. Yeah, we got all the main players of that party. Okay.
Yeah.
And the man crosses his arms. He's like, "Oh, Manny, what have you gotten us into this time?"
Well, judging by our situation, I think it is nothing we can't handle. Just, don't throw any rocks.
Yeah, please don't throw rocks.
Oh, that's right.
Please.
And also, I forgot one. A fairly large creature walks up from behind them, and it's a dragonborn.
Oh, I thought this was like the pre-that adventure group.
Yeah, there we go.
He's like, well, that seems fun.
Does Victor and Rain have things to say?
Yeah, I just said please don't throw rocks.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And Dempsey kind of like
Rain just sort of looks around, and then he just sort of stares straight at Adamar, and he's just, that is mine.
Dempsey kind of like turns to him. He's like, "We walked in all cool. You talking about throwing rocks."
Technically, we walked in all cool. You just kind of meandered with...
Showed up.
You stumbled in. I'm actually pretty sure you tripped on the door frame.
Sir Adamar
Are
kind of...
you even sure that you're in the right place? Or are you just like...
And we've immediately gone back to bullying Dempsey. Because it's been like, what, 7 months, and we've immediately gone back to picking on Dempsey. This is the best reunion ever.
Varus looks at Victor and goes, I like that guy. I like that guy a lot.
So like Dempsey like takes his tambourine off his belt. He kind of like looks at
He goes, oh.
looks at his friends. He's like, kind of like, with this in my hand, do you really want to continue with this? And
I
then
don't know, he's gonna play us a tune.
So the guys.
Basil and Rain just like sort of fist bump for Rowan.
Oh my
Like,
god, Dempsey, is that a
rat.
rat? You should be careful.
Oh god.
Yeah, watch out for rats. They're your weakness, right?
And so the Sir Adamar from across the room is just like, "Who are these people?"
Ah! Don't worry, you can trust me. I have a halo.
He's like,
She points to the halo that floats above her head.
he kind of like looks around to his varying henchmen, and they're all kind of like, "Oh." And also the several kobolds that had flooded the room are horribly dead now.
Yeah, and they all got crushed by debris.
I think you were.
Don't worry. I convinced them that I was their god.
And we're like, "Katie, I think you joined in just after I did how the whole explosion thing happened. It was a giant sea serpent. Well, I told you how that happened though in the text message.
Yes, you did.
Yes, and so the sea serpent is actually kind of generally there, and it like roars one more time, and then slithers back out of the castle to basically fight the remaining bad guys.
Au revoir.
And
I
Manny,
like
No,
and Manny's like,
no, I
yeah.
almost kind of feel bad for them.
Manny kind of like turns to you guys. He's like, it's actually not that bad once you get to know him.
I mean, he seems nice.
He's like, yeah. Manny parts the virus. And he's like, yeah. He stabbed one of his eyes out. He's not a big fan of that guy.
Eh,
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, we didn't know that he was a good guy at the
Yeah.
time. He was like in the process of trying to kill
yeah,
us.
no, you see, here's the thing, it was kind of trying to destroy our boat.
I'm sure misunderstanding. I have a book that tells me killing things is fine all the time. It's a perspective.
You see, half of us don't need a book for that.
Dempsey like walks
See,
over
book?
and he
You
like
fit in here just perfectly.
Dempsey walks over and he slowly closes the book in her hand. Like, no.
It
Yeah, we
told
don't
me to
talk
kill
about
all
the
of you
book.
before you get a chance to kill me.
It's like, we're not going through this again.
Not
No,
again. No.
Please,
I will
please,
not.
Please put the book away, and everything will be okay.
Okay.
We are not the enemy here.
No.
Let me see
Yeah.
here. I'm going to do something really quick. It's, what was it? Oh crap! It's been a long time. It's a
Don't worry. As an Azima, I have
It's
at
been an
least a little
awfully long
healing
time.
spell for these other people.
he has a +2, I think. What is it? Didn't give. Okay, gave me 16. Dempsey kind of just gets tired of the whole situation. Takes his tambourine and just hurls it across the cavern of what the pit of like lava or whatever across the room, and actually like dings the orc on the head.
Oh, hey, nice throw.
It's a tambourine. He's really good with those, but rocks, so much. Rocks probably would have killed your entire team.
Rocks, barrels, corpses.
I don't
He's
even
only
remember
good with musical
Victor's-
instruments.
Yeah.
Shit. Because I think Victor has an ability that would like work really well here.
And
That's okay. I don't remember my stats. I think I can heal though.
I'm just like coming up with like random rolls right now for some of this stuff. I took like a
Yeah,
guess.
I actually went and launched the other campaign as well, so I could see what Ray had.
And let's see here. I'm probably gonna do the same from this level. Well, actually, no. I think Dempsey did all he's gonna do. And
Rain's gonna chuck a firebolt at the armored orc as well.
all right.
I almost rolled it in the other campaign. This is gonna be real weird. Okay, so let's see. It's just a 1d20 with a +2 to hit. Okay, everything is like trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They redid the rolls menu. Yeah, and that.
Was it Rain who was gonna do that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Rain's firebolt.
Dempsey
And
kind of
even with the +2 to hit, that wasn't helping.
Dempsey like pats him on the shoulder. It's like, it's all right. It's all right.
I'm still getting used to the whole magic thing.
He's like, yeah, magic's weird. And so, Sir Adamar sees his orc companion, the squire, like stumble, and he's actually baffled because the orc hardly ever gets so easily
Tambourine thrown at him.
yeah, so easily duped by attacks, and he probably never expected the tambourine to hit him in the head.
I don't think anyone expected a tambourine.
It basically, think of it like this: it's like a Deadpool moment. Like they couldn't just predict that was going to happen, so it happened.
Okay. Let's see.
I was multi-classed as a barbarian. What?
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 Apparently, I was.
Were you just like messing around with something between campaigns and it just forgot?
Maybe.
When did this I don't ever remember you going, by the way, I multi-classed into barbarian.
I don't remember it either, but apparently I did it at some point. By the way, I multi-classed into barbarian.
Like, I remember I went Eldritch Knight and I swear that was the only multi-class we had.
Alright, so I think Victor's gonna use his Hell of Thorns. But I don't remember how it's rolled.
If you just want to roll roll a d20 with advantage with like a +3 or 4 or something, and if it's over.
See, I think its damage type is 1d10, but I would have to roll a d20 to see if it hits. So.
I forgot I renamed some of my spells.
Of course.
I look forward to invoking tentacle porn.
Oh god.
It's a 7. Alright,
I can heal, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we also
Azamar.
forgot if you could or not.
Yeah, Azamar ability, I can stop you from dying.
Oh, nice.
how would
So
I
I'm
roll
gonna
this
run
with
over and
advantage?
poke everybody in the face and spare them from dying.
Oh, okay, dice roller advantage. There we go. I think I clicked on it.
And you're not going to die, and you're not going to die, and... Oh, no, wait, I have to smack you on the ass.
Yeah.
And you're not going to die.
Why didn't that work?
Peace be with you.
John kind of like stands up, fine. He's like, I don't know if I like these guys or not.
He gets smacked on the ass. And you're not going to die.
He goes like, maybe I like them more now. I'm not sure.
I mean,
She
to be
gives him
honest,
finger
any
guns.
any help is better. I mean, this is quite the colorful group that you found,
that's
Lenny, but
advanced
honestly,
dice
any
roller.
help is better than what we...
It's like, yeah, that's what I told myself when I went and got these guys.
Question on the dice roller: how do you roll advantage?
You
Do
just
I
roll
just roll
twice.
it?
You roll it twice.
Oh, okay, I'll try that again then.
I think that might be the purpose of
1
letting us around.
and 13.
Um,
Okay.
I'll say a 13 will
That
hit.
wasn't it.
All right. So he was using his Hail of Thorns.
Okay, and who is this on?
Well, let me read this again. It has a range, I thought.
That's not how that works.
Okay, minor illusion is a cantrip, so I can do bullshit like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? Oh, I've got absolutely no
Okay,
idea how the new
it's,
dice roll works, so I'll have to play with that later.
All right. So who's the who's positioned where? Okay.
The-
All I know.
let's see.
Who are the enemies, by the way?
You have
It's the monk,
Sahid the monk,
the armor guy.
Sahid the hobgoblin, and Mordos the berserk.
Okay. All right. So are they positioned like
I will.
who's where?
Originally, Mordos would have been very close to you, but thanks to the serpent, they're actually kind of closer to the opposite side.
All right,
I don't
are
have
they
a
each
map
within
to this
5 feet of
campaign,
each
so
other?
you're just gonna have to really...
Well, I mean, I'll have a
that's
map
the whole thing.
next
We did-
time. We're gonna rein this
Yeah.
in soon.
Yeah.
Are
Can I
they
leave
each
one
within
little thing
5
too?
feet of each other?
Oh, absolutely.
We just all started talking over each other.
This is very much the Avengers Assemble moment where everyone gets to do something really cool.
Yeah,
Are they all within
unfortunately,
5
Rain
feet of each
flubbed
other?
it.
I will say yes.
Okay, that's what I want to know. That's how Hail of Thorns works.
Yeah.
You choose whether it's your weapon or your ammunition. In this case, it's the arrow, and then each creature within 5 feet of the one that you initially attack is affected by it.
Okay. And so yeah, they I'm assuming he just like shoots a bunch of arrows or something, or they like
No, he shoots
Yeah,
shoots
so it's
one
one that,
arrow,
like,
and
splits
from
off.
that arrow, it creates like a bunch of thorns
Oh, okay. So
that
like,
like sprout up.
oh yeah, so they're definitely not comfortable right now. They're pretty annoyed.
Yeah, so essentially picture the arrow, it goes into, like, say, whoever's in the center, and then from that arrow sprouts, like, a giant thorn bush.
Oh, okay.
That then, like,
Oh.
yeah.
You have no idea what idea you just gave me that I think we've never had the opportunity to pull off here.
Oh, no, it
You know
is a
how-
rain of
you know how-
thorns.
You know how me and Dempsey had that one little moment where we tried to just sort of be like Captain America and Bucky just trading
Yeah.
shields back and forth to hit things. And you know how we flubbed that? Yeah, I just got the idea of combining Hail of Thorns with Fire Breath.
Ooh.
Yeah, so basically, the arrow in air, like, sprouts out thorns that then just, like, rain down on... Okay, yeah, that's what it is. So it, like, multiplies and then, like...
Mm.
So yeah, that would work very well with your fire.
Yeah.
Just light it
Yeah.
on fire and we have
And
flaming
in fact-
thorns.
So like the
In fact, I kind of want Rain to do exactly that now. But he's already had his moment. He flubbed the fuck out of it.
So like the berserker, he's covered in like armor and stuff, so like the thorns kind of just bounce off of him. But the other two, including the hobgoblin's direwolf, they're like covered in thorns now. In fact, the direwolf's like doing that thing where dogs like scratch their nose, like trying to get the thing out of its face. Now, Katie, you had one cool thing you wanted to do.
Well, I figured if we're all doing cool things, do I get to do a cool thing?
Absolutely.
I mean, if there's a cool thing that you can do.
Sure, why not? I don't know where anyone's standing because I don't have a map because I'm not technically in this campaign.
I don't have. They don't have a map either, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know where each other is either.
They're just going off what I'm telling them at this point.
Yeah.
She kind of
we sort of
looks around like, I don't know who we are fighting and who's on our side.
Kill the guys on the other side of the road, please.
John like waves his hands like in front of her, and like magic dust kind of like comes off, and it like spells out like it has like arrows pointing to each one of them in front of her. It's like these are them. It says these are the bad guys.
Okay.
He's like, oh.
All right. I understand.
And then he uses prestidigitation to make a tambourine and throws it to Dempsey.
It only lasts for a minute, so use it well.
Yeah, he's like, it only lasts for a minute.
She's like, don't worry.
It only lasts for a minute. He hit everything with it.
She stands up, kind of like adjusts her halo, puts her hands together, starts to pray, and then all of a sudden her eyes turn black, the ground turns black, and tentacles shoot up out of the ground and start grabbing these guys and beating the shit out of them.
Oh god. So like
and
I have
that's
no idea how much it puts a smile on my face to see that happen.
This is Arms of Hadar. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all of the creatures.
And so like the hobgoblin.
Basically, it's puny god, but with tentacles instead of holes.
And so like the Sahid the monk and Fahid the hobgoblin are like struggling against this now. The direwolf manages to like claw and bite away the things at his master, who's the hobgoblin. The berserker, on the other hand, is like he's like getting hit and stuff, but he's like ripping them like off of himself, like in a crazy rage, while screaming horribly.
What's that? Kill all of them before they can kill me. All right, book.
Dempsey walks back over. He's like, no, not close. Looking like, put it away.
I'm not the. but the book said this was okay.
It's like, later.
Okay, later. Okay.
Later, when we're all sleeping.
Yeah.
And which one's the big bossy kind of guy?
His name is Sir Adamar. He's a very corrupted-looking knight.
Is he in line of sight?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at him, wink, and go, you, and cast Hex.
And what does that do?
It allows me to do extra damage to him every time I attack.
Oh, wow. I might actually...
Until he dies, in which case then I can just Hex the next person.
Let's see here.
It moves. And I get to choose one ability.
I chose the wrong campaign I had to load. 1 second.
Hey guys, do you guys have anything that requires saves? Like dexterity or strength or anything like that?
I've got something that have...
I think all of us might have at least one thing that does that. I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think generally all of us have something that like halves damage on a successful save.
Here.
What is the stat that you guys typically attack the most? For that.
Charisma, I think, is for me. Wait, no. I think it's
Dexterity
wisdom.
for me.
Are you saying what do we attack with the most, or what do they usually have to
No,
save
attack against. Like, saves. What kind of saves do you want them to fail the most?
Let's see here.
Because I've got one for strength, one for wisdom.
Let me see here. Why is it doing that?
Rain's got a dexterity one, and that's...
I got a wisdom one.
Okay, that's 2 for wisdom.
Let's see. I have one for dexterity.
It's 2 for dex.
Yeah, Rain's got a dexterity, and Reprisal has several things I need to take a look at.
Oh, and I have one constitution one.
Ooh, actually, Reprisal's got a nice little mix here. Give me a moment.
Anyone else have whiz?
Reprisals got 1 for whiz and 1 for dexterity.
It still has us tied with Dex and Whiz.
And John has 2
Constitution.
dexterity, and that's it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to, also, as I'm finger guns, he all of a sudden feels a lot less intelligent and now has disadvantage on all wisdom. Welcome to being hexed! Warlocks for life!
I just realized that I have
I feel like 3 of you just high-fived for that.
I don't know who you are, but high five! Yeah, one of the spells I didn't get to use very often is Hex. It causes me to do extra damage every time I attack, and it makes them have disadvantage on all of their saving throws for 1 stat of my choosing.
To be fair, usually you're either trying to keep us alive or trying not to get stabbed.
I was very bad at not getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I forgot one thing.
Although it's not helpful, is David usually tended to put you like in the middle or near the front where you can...
Yeah, enemies somehow always spawned around where I was standing, even if I was standing around you guys.
Yeah.
Enemies would like claw out of your chest and be like right next to you, so you can't do shit.
Let's see here. And let's see. And Manny runs up.
I feel like maybe he's just gonna hit him in the face.
And he's running towards the Berserker, let's see here, with his hammer out, his Holy Avenger in both hands.
Yes.
No, I'm re-rolling it for Brian.
Rerolling it
I
for
thought,
the
I thought the Holy Avenger was his sword.
Yeah, I thought that was the
Oh,
long
is it a sword? Yeah, it is a sword. Sorry, yes, it was the sword. And like it hits the Berserker, and he like stumbles back and let's see how do I put this. He stumbles back and like actually like holds his chest and like falls like to 1 knee. And he's like, "Okay, guys, let's kill these guys."
Yeah.
All right. So Varus wants to do something. Against the Berserker, he's going to cast Headsblade's Curse. So it's a bonus action.
Okay.
For
we're not
Varus.
like in a really official combat or anything right now, so you're doing
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
The main reason why is because then if I roll like a 19 or 20, it's an automatic crit.
Okay.
That's the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
So and then he's going to follow up behind Manny and attack with his longsword.
Ooh.
Damn.
And that's a crit.
Yeah.
So, as he's stumbling back, he's going to slide between his legs and like do a swipe at his leg, at his right leg.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I drew. Yeah, at his right leg, and then come up behind him and do a slice down his back.
Ooh. He's pretty much crying out in pain at this point. But miraculously though, he still stands. But the amount of pain that he is in begs that, like, basically he's wishing that he was dead.
Yeah, he's crippled.
Like, this new form of the Berserker is very experimental, and it's also very, very, very hard on his body. So, like, he can still move and stuff, but it's not good.
And now, Reprisal's got something really fun for things that have metal. And he's gonna fall in behind Vars. He's like gonna follow up on Vars as well. And he's gonna slide to a stop in front of him and use Shatter.
Ah, okay.
So,
To break his armor.
more like to break him.
Oh.
It's like electricity, isn't it?
No. Let me just... That should have told you the spell description. Let me just
It did.
So he has to beat a 13. Oh, shit. What is he saving? Oh, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
This might actually be towards his benefit in his Constitution. I actually do.
Well, no, here's the thing. Creatures made of metal have a disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, he is covered in metal, so... Where? Okay. All of my stuff is missing in that? now? That's weird. What is that? Because I actually want to roll this in the actual thing so it's seen. There now? Okay, I don't know what happened. Constitution. Plus 3, okay, so plus 3, we gotta roll twice for disadvantage. Well, 18.
I mean, he succeeds. Let's see what happens on that.
So he still takes damage.
They take half damage.
Okay.
Yeah, he takes half damage.
So he took...
That's 9.5?
Odd numbers.
Yeah, 9.5. So
I'll just say 9.
10.
Why don't you round up?
Oh, you're right. Actually, I meant to round up. I thought he said 8.5.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
So 10 points and like
Somebody has to go back to math class.
Yeah.
I didn't roll damage on my attack, by the way.
It's fine. Like
I didn't roll damage on mine either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it would have been plus.
Mine just
2,
auto rolls the damage
plus-
because
Yeah.
there's no 2 hit.
And okay, by the way, you guys are picking the hell out of this berserker.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna destroy him.
Well, he's the one that came charging at us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had it been anybody else.
He's the one that
and
threw
plus
into
the
a
monk.
wall.
Plus the monk like gets an attack for like every like.
I don't remember who I hexed, but the one I hexed, I'm still
you
giving him
hexed
finger
Sir
guns and weak
Adamar.
faces.
Well, you're basically doing this to the main
Yeah.
baddie, so he's just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I hate these people.
But he's on the other side of a pit of lava that we can't exactly reach right now.
Well, like there is like one
You
path.
can't reach.
There's one path.
Welcome to my domain.
This is
Hopefully
pretty much
no
kinda
one's
what it
standing
was,
next to
yeah.
me.
And so I didn't feel like it was very smart to like run ahead and do this to Sir Adamar.
Oh,
So I figured
absolutely.
the berserker, since he was already weakened by Manny, so.
And so
And everybody else is like dealing with thorns in their face
Yeah.
right now. So
and then like then Manny like pushes the berserker and he like falls over and it's like ha, just to like add some insult to injury. And John's like, well, this is going far better than it started. And with that, Sir Adamar like kind of growls in anger. He's like, enough. Enough of all this tomfoolery. Wow,
tomfoolery, we just killed your berserker.
There's no tomfoolery here, just, fun.
Wow, the music
Who's
actually stopped at a really good time.
Yeah, that was really good timing. There's
I thought
nobody
you
named
clicked
Tom
stop.
here.
It ended, and then I clicked stop so it wouldn't start back up. And he's like, I will have all of your heads on pikes.
That's what my book says. Do you know my book?
And his eyes like glow like a deep red, and his voice actually kind of distorts a little bit. And he goes, "That's it." And he points to each one of his henchmen, and like a glint of light like shines over them, and like the thorns magically vanish off the direwolf, the hobgoblin, and the human. And the berserker.
He knows prestidigitation.
Oh god, he knows a level 1 spell. Oh god.
I don't even think it's a level 1 spell. I think it's a cantrip.
It is a cantrip.
And then the berserker, even though he's still in like massive pain, he's managed to like actually stand back up, though his body's shaking like horribly.
I cast light too, just to show him that it can be done.
I'm pretty sure I like bursted several parts of him. Because the whole thing about that is the whole thing about shatter is it makes a really loud ringing noise and tries to shatter whatever it hits.
Ah, okay.
So I feel like I just like shattered part of him. Like
I used that in the lab one time. It is a great spell. I stood in the middle of a science lab and cast Shatter.
And you just broke all of the beakers.
I broke everything. Chemicals were everywhere. I set glass into a man's face.
Let's see here. I'll have to set it up for you, Katie, next time. But with that, everyone roll initiative.
I don't have an initiative.
Fuck.
Let's see here.
But I did cast light to show him that I can be glowy too.
We had our awesome moment, and now it's over.
And I've
got to roll for rain as well.
I'm going to note these in a separate document so I don't forget these. I'll have to redo some stuff.
And
Alright,
I have
let's
to do
see.
Rain as well.
My
Since he's not got
initiative
dexterity.
is
20. Okay, Rain gets to move much quicker.
charisma modifier 2. Mine is 20 because I can add my charisma modifier to my initiative roll.
20. Okay.
Aren't I like dramatically lower level than everyone else? Do I need to level up?
What level are
one
you?
level below.
I think I'm only like level 4.
That's what we are.
If
Yeah.
correctly, we should.
Okay.
All of our previous campaign characters should be level 3, so we're just one level behind is all.
Yeah.
Am I level 3? I might be only level 3.
I don't believe Rain really gets anything out of
Alright.
level 4.
Let's see, and then we'll figure out. We can figure out Victor and Rochelle and Dempsey's initiative next time.
That's because we might be the wrong level.
If you so wish, you can level up your character to match ours if you want. Now, because I might do the same for Dempsey, though I don't think he gets anything of any use other than
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think my
I
ranger
do
does
is-
either.
I don't.
Ranger
think
is
anyone gets
okay,
to
but-
level 4.
All right. So now the big
Yeah.
battle has begun. By the way, Katie, thank you for showing up so quickly.
Apparently I'm level
Yeah.
1. Whoops.
Did you never update the level?
No, I guess I didn't.
'Cause I know that you
That's
leveled.
probably why I kept getting nailed.
I know you leveled up
Yeah.
at least once with us, and I know that.
I mean, I took the spells, I just didn't actually change any of my stats.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Well, if you like actually enter the proper level number, Roll20 has a feature where it like automatically does the spell slots for you and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So just to pull the curtain back a little bit on like the whole situation, the whole time we were playing, I was messaging her and being like, and she's like, "Do you need me yet?"
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing.
And I was like,
It
"They're-"
was me. I was the secret.
I was like, "They're taking far longer than I thought they would."
That's about right.
Like
I'm
thought,
on call tonight, so I wasn't actually sure if I'd be able to show up.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Hellish Rebuke.
yeah,
Hellish
John's got
Rebuke
that
is
too.
fun. 3 of us have it. Like,
I have it too.
Like Reprisal, John, and now Rochelle all have it.
I think
So
Yeah.
if anyone touches us, we just all blast them.
so. I've run into an interesting situation with John's character sheet. I think he has so many abilities that I can't fully scroll down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it won't let me scroll down like any further. Like cuts halfway off. Whereas everyone else, I can look at their stuff and be like, "Oh, I can scroll down." But
I'll have to get back to my home computer to actually update Rochelle's character. I don't have any D&D stuff on this computer.
But thank you so much for dropping in such short notice. I thought it'd be a nice way. Like, basically, the original thing with the sea serpent for Brian was the first idea I had to have sent to send Brian off since he passed away.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no. I'm going to make this whole the story arc build up to Brian kicking some serious ass by bringing in the Avengers, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. We're the Avengers. I want to
The
be Thor.
discounted Avengers.
Yes, they have the
I
most
guess I'm
biz-
Hawkeye.
And then Dempsey is like a worse Hawkeye with tambourines.
I don't even know where he is. I guess he's Captain America if Captain America actually decided to use a sword.
Victor's definitely Hawkeye, bow and all.
But
Yeah, he's got the whole bow thing going on.
I think
Hey,
I'm Thor.
Dempsey
I shoot-
is Black Widow.
Energy at
yeah. And then
Rochelle is the Hulk.
and then
This is
John's like a
not good
very
action.
I guess I could be Hulk.
and
I was gonna say I'm Thor because I shoot energy at people.
John's like
Eldritch Blast.
John's like a very bad Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
guess
who
could be
Varus
that.
would be.
Here, let me summon a T-shirt that you can have for 1 minute. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what Reprisal would be, but I guess Rain is just like Captain America, but actually murderous.
Okay, when
I don't know.
John and the team met the Resistance, he was just like he was making shirts for people to be like, "We're with the Resistance." And he's like, "Here you go. It only lasts for a minute. Enjoy."
Yeah, he made measures that only lasted for a minute.
That's something
It was
Cadence
like,
would do.
If he passed them out to everyone, there would only be one shirt still because all the others would have worn off by then.
And then he just continues to hand shirts out to people that don't have shirts.
Yeah, he just like infinitely hands them out in a circle.
We never saw John again.
Also, Reprisal finally figured out how to use a door properly instead of kicking it down.
And Varus is a badass.
Because the thing is, in one of the previous, like 2 or 3 episodes before, he kicked down a door instead of like trying to pick the lock. Or no, it's because there was something blocking the other side of it, so he couldn't open it.
We had a paladin kick down a door that was actually unlocked, like she never checked. Except then she crit. So then she like destroyed this person's door.
On the door too.
Like the door exploded and we're all just standing awkwardly outside this. It was just like an office door.
Yeah, if I'm correct, Reprisal crit his door too, but he basically just kicked it so hard he got his leg stuck in it.
We exploded the door and then had to politely explain to this guy why we did that.
Like, we just really wanted. We were really excited. Like, this is my home.
The last time we left off in our D&D campaign with David's main one that I'm in, I made the cleric carry me all the way up a snowy mountain.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get my shoes dirty.
Wow.
She did too. I rode on her back all the way up the mountain.
Fantastic.
In a blizzard. So my shoes would not get dirty.
They were Reprisal kicked the door so hard that it not only did it fall off his hinges, he got stuck up to his left side.
It happens. He has a door leg now. Use it in combat.
I mean, he spent like 5 minutes shaking it off.
But thank you anybody who watched the stream. Also, the next session should be finally the finale, maybe, because we see how this goes.
Hopefully.
And then I will be taking a break from DMing for a while, and one of you guys can do it.
Yeah, and then
you don't want to give me that kind of power. I've done it before.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure we're all at least partially evil when it comes to DMing.
I did a campaign that lasted a year. It was good. We finished it up. Everybody got their ending.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it had a sequel campaign that was run by somebody else because they liked the universe that was created.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they ran a sequel campaign that took place 20 years later.
Oh, that's cool.
And a lot of the, it took place in a school, and a lot of the old characters were now teachers, so it was with, like, the next batch of students.
Huh.
Oh, neat.
That's pretty cool.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I liked my character from that campaign, because that was the wood elf, who was a frat boy and a cleric. And he was the only wood elf in the Minotaur frat. So all my frat brothers were Minotaurs. But I was also the most monotone person in existence, so like all my frat stuff was like, yay, go, brotherhood.
Yeah, just like dull excitement.
Rah, rah, rah. Alpha, Kappa, Theta for life. I also took a selfie with one of the corpses.